Hi everybody, this is Susie. Welcome to Suzie Crafted Designs. I'm not wasting any time here at all. I just made the craziest post ever on Facebook, and then I made it private because I don't want everybody getting crazy on me before I get this video out. I am so excited. My husband and I had to go out and pick up something, and we wound up seeing the owner's brother-in-law of the craft store, rather fabric store that I buy all of my fabrics and all kinds of goodies that we use to craft with from them. And they closed down, so when I went inside the store, he's like, look around and see, let's get whatever you want to get, and we'll work something out. I was like, are you kidding me? Because the place is closed, really, and they're I guess they're just selling stuff out to, people that they know or whoever's really interested in buying lots of stuff. In the meantime, whatever it is, this man was so totally sweet. And my husband, who I love you so much, honey, I love you, not just for this, but you always think of me. You are the best in the world. My heart is all yours always. You really know how to make me crazy. Anyway, this is something I want to share with you guys. I'm so totally excited. The first thing I was thinking of all of you to come home and show you finally something exciting. And as I promised, I kept saying there's going to be changes. 2015, I said it on my Facebook page. My public page is going to be full of all of my artwork, my crafts, any hauls, any new stuff that I have to say about crafting and so on. It's going to be more on the Suzie Crafted Designs public page than on my private page. So without further ado, I don't want to waste any time because it's probably going to be a little bit of a long video. This is my craft room, excuse the mess, but what you see here is what I got today, and I am just so excited, and I wanted to show you exactly what I got. And I'm going to go one by one, just like everybody else does, because I never really have many hauls at all, and I don't buy anything because, like I said once before, I'm moving from up here, which we never really get the room done because life always throws us a curveball, and you guys know how it is. We all have lives. We just don't sit around crafting 24/7, 365 days a week. So every time it came to do something which is, a lot to do, we put that to the side. I'm not a complainer. I'm a good wife, and if I wasn't a good wife, I don't really think my husband would always go out of his way for me. He's the best, Lenny. I love you so much, honey. Anyway, here we go. Yay! Yippee! I'm doing a dance. I'm doing a dance. I'm so excited. Okay. I went into this place saying, okay, well, what do I need from here? I just wanted to get a little bit of elastic. Anyway, he gave me this for free. So, and I wound up getting this stuff called Charles Craft. Yay! Go for it, Suze! Okay. Charles Craft. It is a piece of fabric that is the burlap. I'm guessing you can probably sew on it if you want to, but he said you can use it as fabric. So this was like super dirt cheap. I can't even begin to explain to you how cheap all of this stuff was. And mind you, as you can see, there's hundreds of yards of crafts here. Now I can do a lot of what I've been wanting to do because I was, not saying lacking, but I have everything that's packed in stuff and not even nearby for me to look at. So, okay, just trying to get in picture here. Alrighty. Okay, I'm going to start off with this one, and then as I go along, I'll just put it on my chair. I'm in my craft room right now. I thought that I would get this yellow lace. It's really very pretty. I actually have it in beige. And I just want to make sure that I'm very clear. Okay, I thought it was very pretty. I know a few people that are expecting, and even shabby chic baby yellow colors work out great in Marie, so we couldn't go wrong with that one. And speaking of shabby chic Marie, you've had to see this in some of my previous projects, little pieces here and there, because I hoarded like maybe 2 or 3 yards a while ago, and I never went back and bought any of it. And this was, I'm assuming, some kind of stock piece that they may have had, like, just in the back somewhere, which was completely emptied out, and this is absolutely gorgeous. I don't really know. There's got to be about 50 yards on here or so. The rack is completely full to the end. And this one, this is really pretty too. So excited. Okay. This one I didn't even get to see because my husband's like, take that one. Take this one. That's nice. Take that one. And because he knows how I get absolutely insane with stuff like this because I adore it. This has to be at least 6 or 7 inches wide, and it's very sheer. It's got flowers on it. Very shabby chic. This is also very pretty. This is probably about, I don't know, an inch wide. Very pretty white lace. Hoping that you can see that. Okay. And now I'm getting to this one. And this is lace that I have purchased before that I use on a lot of my hearts. And, you know, I would normally go in there and buy lace that I would need or add a little bit more on, that kind of thing. And I'd probably buy like 5, 6 yards of lace. And every time I went in there, I used to spend like $50, $60 on trim. And so I just took the rest of whatever they had. There's the rest of that one. Hoping you can see that. I'm actually thinking about lowering my tripod just a little. Yeah. That is really very pretty. It's kind of like, it's not cream or beige. It's like an ecru eggshell color. It's beautiful. It's very, very shabby chic looking. Very Victorian. It'll certainly come in very handy on projects that I use. And these that they had laid out were like a lot of like folds, you know, like the fold that you wrap it around. And it wasn't out for everybody to just take. I guess they had these in the back somewhere, and then they would price something else. So they just let me take the whole entire piece, the cardboard. My husband's like, just get all of it. And this is in about an inch wide, inch and a quarter wide, every bit of it. Eyelet lace. Also, this is like a light ivory cream color. I just love that. I have some of this too. And you know, it's a funny thing is every time I go to use it, I'm like, nah, I'm not going to. You ever do that? Nah, I'm not going to use it now. I'll hold it for a different project. This is about also probably about 3/4 of an inch wide, a little bit narrower than that one. I took the whole thing also. My husband's like, just take it all, give her what she likes. I couldn't believe it. I was very tongue-tied over there. I was like a child. This was really very pretty too. I'm going to turn it that way. This is that, like, I don't know what you even call this. And I've never even seen it there. It's like an organza, and it's really ruffled. It's gorgeous. Okay. I'm just going to get something that fell here. So just forgive me for a quick second. This was also very pretty. And as you can see, we got the entire spool, which is something like 500 yards of lace. And you know, I don't know how you guys it's really expensive to go ahead and like buy lace all the time just for, you know, ha-has and playtime and things like that, and it's all good because we love it and we have a great time using it, but it just gets really expensive. So sometimes when you're making things just to play with, you kind of like hold back on using all of it, like being very generous with it. Even though when I craft, especially when I'm making my hearts, I put my all in all into it. I don't get cheap with it. I use a lot of everything, especially for somebody else. And so surprisingly now I will be extremely generous with things that I have to make because I have a lot of things that I can play with here. So excited. I really truly am. I'm just going to move my tripod along this way here and show you some more of this beautiful trim. Okay, this one I didn't even get to see because I was just saying, okay to this one, okay to that one, okay to this one, okay to that one. That's very, very, oh, I've never seen that there even before. This is also in that eggshell color. Really shabby chic. Very Victorian. It's not necessarily eyelet, but it's got that kind of look at the bottom. It's cotton. I feel like I'm working like on a talk show. This, when I saw it, I was like, nah, I don't know. But then when I was actually looking at it, I said, this is really, really pretty. It's like 1/4 of an inch wide. And it has like metallic gold and black in between the ivory lace. It really, really, now that I'm looking at it, it's really, really pretty. I didn't bat an eyelash. My husband's like, just get it. I was like, okay. So, I did. Now this I have, you may have seen this in some of my projects in the past. I don't have a lot of it, but this is a bridal trim that is used not necessarily on bridal gowns, but in the bridal family, because it is in that group. It used to be in the group of all the bridal stuff in the store, so it's really very, very pretty. I'm going to bring this back a little bit and then just show you. I want it to be clear. It's really very pretty. It's like lace. You know, camera that you have to adjust yourself, NG, no good, but it's a $1,000 camera, and this is what it is for now. There we go. And it's got little rosettes all across it with green leaves in between. It's just absolutely stunning. Also extremely bridal, very, very Victorian. I love that. This one I had recently bought a few months ago. I showed a small haul. This is also a cotton lace. This is really, really pretty, I have to say myself. Very, very pretty. Look at that. Gorgeous. It's got like a crocheted trim underneath. It's all gathered too, which just makes it great. I won't have to gather it when using it. And mind you, the bunch that I bought, I still haven't used that yet either. In the bridal section, this is all that was left out of the beaded trim. And because I've never purchased it before, I said to myself, I am getting this. I don't care. And I did. This is, I honestly, I don't know what they would use this on, but there's so many things people make for brides today. Headpieces, you know, added on extra sleeves or whatever it may be. It's gorgeous. It's all pearls and beads and like trim that's in circles and scallops of pearl. Just absolutely stunning. Has a little bit of a shimmer in there. Very gorgeous. I really love it. There's a lot on there. There has to be 20 yards every bit of it. He told me there's at least 20 yards or more of each that's on here. Really something else. And here's some more of this. I just decided to, you know, get it because I do use a lot of trim. So, and then this one I also have. I've used this around my hearts in the past, and I still do. And the funny thing was, I was really interested in getting some white braid, but they didn't have any braid. Kind of really disappointed about that. I don't know. I just was really hoping to get it, but they were completely, their stash, their back stuff, completely gone. This is something like 100 yards plus of that really pretty lace, about an inch wide, maybe a little less than an inch. Very gorgeous. And just to show you that this is the baby, and we kind of got the mommy on this one, which I do have this, and I used it while dyeing some fabrics. Just want to get the pin out of here because I don't want the pin to fall and then I step on it. I'm sorry. Okay. So this is kind of like the mommy because this is like 2 inches wide. And the other one is kind of like the baby. because it's narrower, but same idea almost. That is also the lingerie lace, they were calling it. Really very pretty. This one is an imported lace. I didn't get specific because the guy was really practically giving this away. What you see right here, this is, it's over 200 yards of lace that's wrapped around this big spool. I know it's so hard to believe, but it is. And then I tried to, they had so many kinds of colors I can't even begin to tell you, but I wanted to stick with what I use, and that's what I did. And since I bought the yellow lace, I thought I'd buy some marabou boa for a project that I am thinking of making. I'm sorry. And that's what I did. And this was so cheap. This is usually $7 for a yard, and they gave it to us for $1. So, and I took a yellow one. Okay, and now just excuse my craft room, but I'm just going to slide over and show you some of this. Try to make it as nice looking as possible to share with you. Okay, this is seam binding, and I kind of wanted to take the colors that I would use. I mean, there was every color from black to gray to purple to green to orange to turquoise to the brightest colors down to white. So I got the full white one, and there's some beige and yellow and burgundy and a couple of different pinks in there. Okay. And some of these, see, this is the Hug and Snug seam binding, and these are like, I don't know what that is, some other name. And this one's a gray color. I mean, the prices are unbelievable for what everything costs. I mean, very, very inexpensive. And over here, these are really pretty, which I needed some anyway. And I haven't bought them in a while because all I had was cream, and I had bought those at M&J Trimming in Manhattan in New York. And they were very, very fancy, but they were like $6 for one. So I thought that I would go ahead and just pick out a couple where he had hundreds of them in boxes tied by a big piece of seam binding, tied with holding on to a safety pin. And those were storage stuff, like when they run out, they go in the back, pull it out, and put it on the shelf. And then I had also gotten, and it was so funny, this is actually, as you can see there up on top, it says 300 yards. And here is another lace. Absolutely stunning. Really very beautiful. I'll be dyeing some of that. I have this stuff for a really, really long time, and I'm really happy because I was able to buy what I enjoy using and what I liked. I just didn't take it because it was, you know, good on the cost. This is also, I bought this really, let me see, what is that? Such tiny writing. 1.5 inch by 50 yards of gross grain ribbon in ivory. That's the ribbon. We all know what gross grain ivory ribbon looks like. And I'm just going to scoot over to here instead of, you know, jumping up. I happen to really, I was just like walking away, and I was like, this is so, so pretty. I don't know what's left on here, but I thought it was absolutely gorgeous. He says you have to have at least 100 yards on there without a question. It's probably like 1/4 of an inch wide. This is great pillow trim. I can use it as bows or ribbon. It's a cotton with pearlized pink flowers. Very, very shabby chic, I thought. And whatever was left in the white that I would normally go ahead and buy the entire roll from them. And the entire roll, it would really depend. Sometimes I would get the entire roll, which is 100 feet for something like $6.99, and they usually sell it for $13. But because I went in so often,